Hey, how are you guys doing? So, my name is Christian, and I'm pretty much going to do an introduction of what I want to do and what I want to achieve in life. So, pretty much today is Wednesday the 27th. I'm pretty much going to do a basic introduction of who I am and what I want to do. So, I am a day trader. I'm someone who has been day trading for at least 2 years. With futures, it's been about a year and a half, and with options and stocks overall, the knowledge has been over 3 years. So other than that, um, this is a funded account that is by My Funded Futures. This is an actually funded account, so I can actually request a payout from them. And since this is pretty much the first account I had for this prop firm, I'm pretty much gonna journal it as well as all my other trades because might as well start now than later. And other than that, we have 9 days on this account, and we have been losing, winning, losing, losing, winning, winning, losing, winning. So, but at the end of the day, I am up 1 hour, which is pretty much what I usually risk. And as you can see, uh, yesterday was not a good day, which I'll get into that later. But for now on, my name is Christian, like I said, and I am someone who loves finance. I love anything finance related stocks. Even for a job, I would love to be a financial advisor or have to do anything in the finance sector. I'm pretty motivated, and that's something that I want to do in my life, even if this doesn't work out. But obviously, this is a good thing to do. Meanwhile, I'm learning everything else. But other than that, that's pretty much sums up who I am as a person. And other than that, I'm just gonna journal my whole life. This is not gonna be only day trading. I'm gonna journal about how I feel mentally and what I do in my daily lives. And if somehow this reaches anybody and you're still watching, you could post or comment anything that you would rather see, especially coming from a day trader. You want to know how they're living, what they do to keep themselves distracted, and how they keep motivating even after a big loss or after something happens in their life. But other than that, um, I'm going to do a trade summary. So pretty much coming to this morning, I did take this trade. As you can see from my executions, we took 4 micros on NQ and sold them at the New York Open. And pretty much my thought process into this was go to the higher time frame. We always go to the higher time frame to the to see our bias and to see where liquidity was swept and how it reacted after it was swept. So as you can see, 15 minute we had a good close, especially after this wick taking out this 9:30 candle. Beautiful close. And if we go to the lower time frame, we can see on the 1 minute that we did form a CISD or change in state of delivery, which was my entry over here. And we also did get double confirmation after the 5 minute close, as you can see from over here, which made me held to the New York Open over here. This is a CSD over here, and it was a perfect confluence for me to hold longer. And as you can see, I would have sold one at midnight before we hit New York Open, but I was targeting Asia high, which was a bit high resistance since ES did take out the daily high, which was over here, one of its daily highs, coming up to pretty much all-time highs. So I knew it was going to be resistant, and it unfortunately did hit. But after this, we had three lows kept getting swept until Asia high was hidden, which I would have probably been stopped out even if I didn't trail it, be, uh, because I would have probably trailed it over here and I would have been stopped. So either way, I think what I did was good. I should have took one out at midnight, especially if I knew it was high resistance, 100%. But I was being a little greedy, so I kind of missed out on an extra, $100. But that's okay. But other than that, it was a pretty clean, easy trade. I think everyone who traded today probably took this. They saw the exact model, and you know, with years of experience, I think they took it and easily got a 2.22R. And for those who held to Asia's, congrats. You got a nice clean 3R. But other than that, um, that pretty much sums up the trade for today. As you can see from my funded futures account, like I said, I'm gonna explain. So for this, we need 30 days to win 30 winning days to go to a live. But we also obviously want to request a payout of $1,000. Request must be at least 250, so it needs to be at least $250 if I need to want to request. And also we need 5 winning days, which have not been met yet. We have started this account on the Monday, August 18th, which was our first loss. Unfortunately, I did overtrade yesterday, and one of the reasons was because I had a really bad mental day. And like I said, when you day trade, it all comes down to mental stability and how you can, you know, pretty much trade without, overreacting, overthinking, or letting your feelings take over the trade, because that's when trades get ruined. And I think that's when 90% of the traders fail. And unfortunately, this didn't happen to me, but I got lucky. I should have took my first loss and went on with my day like I should have, because I was wrong overall. So I should have just took the loss and learned from it and not overtraded. But I did, and luckily I just got what I was supposed to lose plus a little extra $20. So like originally I was losing 260, but I lost 280 because like all the fees. I'm assuming I paid like at least $1,000 in fees over here. That's how many trades I took. I took NQ and ES, and it was just horrible. And like I said, I want to hold myself accountable, because that's why I'm making this channel. I want to post because I want to tell you what I've done, and I want to feel ashamed of myself, obviously, if I trade like this again, because I don't want to ever do stuff like this again. I want to be consistent. I want to blame myself for my actions, and I want to actually, you know, pull through with everything that I do and be confident in what I take, and just be consistent, because I've done it before. I made 10K in a month. It's profit money, but still, um, you know, like the fact that I did that, that means I could do it again. So, and I was consistent the whole time, and that's when I actually followed my rules. And like I said, loss, win, loss, loss, win, win, loss. I have more losses than wins. So I have one, two, three, four, and then I have one, two, three, four wins. Technically, this day hasn't updated, but I made $550 on the day with this trade, as you can see. And I caught a nice 555, and we're up $179 on the count now. So this is gonna count as a winning day, and we're gonna only need one more winning day to take a payout. But obviously, I need to win tomorrow as well, and I want to grow this balance up and request 1,000 and just prove myself that I am capable of doing this consistently. And hopefully, with this one account, I want to take at least 2 payouts before scaling up. And I'll probably scale up on Top Step and not on this, because this only has a $1,000 withdrawal limit, and that's not enough. But it will help if I do get to live and stay consistent with those accounts, which is why I don't want to break any rules. But other than that, I'm going to keep you guys updated with every trade I take. Like I said, I'm going to do trade recaps and show you what trades I take and why I took them. And even if it's a loss, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to upload every day and hold myself accountable, show you my charts, show you my executions. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much sums up my first video of the day, and hopefully I can see you guys soon, and hopefully you guys can join me on this journey, because it's going to be a long one, hopefully. And hopefully it's a long, successful journey. But other than that, my name's Chris, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.